and staff training purposes. The recording will cease once you are transferred. Afternoon, Electoral Commission.
Yeah, hi. You were sent some emails on Saturday evening regarding Namegate. Do you know anything about that?
I'm not from the switchboard, I'm afraid. Are you trying to reach a particular person?
Well, it's electoral fraud. What has been made apparent is that every voter in the UK is voting illegitimately. So I need to. You've been made aware of this definitely by two individuals. One called God, and the other one called Jane Doe-755, who is an honourable citizen of the City of London. So her vote is legitimate, everybody else is not. So I need to speak to whoever your boss is, because we need to get this election called off, because anybody using a legal name is using it fraudulently. That being the case, yeah, it is my gosh, because it's true, that being the case, you guys need to get your shit together, really, because it's been a fraud that's been ongoing now for about 200 years. Were you aware of the legal name fraud?
Not personally, no. I'm just going to put you through to the information point. Thank you.
Okay.
For calling the Electoral Commission, please listen to the following options to find the best person to talk to you. If you're based in England, please press 1. For Scotland, press 2. If you would like to talk to someone about voting or registering to vote, then please press 1. If you're a member of a political party, a candidate, an agent, or a political campaigner, then please press 2. If you've got a query about running elections or electoral registration services, then please press 3. For anything else, please press 4.
Good afternoon, public information.
Yeah, hi. Who would I speak to about electoral fraud?
Electoral fraud. Could you just clarify what you mean by that?
Sorry?
Can you just clarify what you mean?
Yeah, I can clarify what I mean. Have you? I'm guessing you represent the Electoral Commission, so you need to be made aware of this. Are you aware that any and all use of a legal name is fraudulent? Therefore, everybody who is registering to vote is doing it fraudulently actually in the UK, but worldwide. Were you aware of that? That the legal name, i.e. the name on everybody's voting ticket, is held and owned by the Crown Corporation, City of London? That being the case, that everybody is voting fraudulently. The only people that are entitled to vote, and you have received an email from one of these entitled voters, are barcode carrying members, i.e. barristers or honourable citizens of the City of London. You've received an email from Jane Doe-755, who is a barcode carrying honourable member of the City of London with an entitlement to vote. I'm speaking in her voice today. In her voice, which means I've just given you the data. So what we need to do is, now that the Electoral Commission has been made aware of this, you are acting fraudulently if you don't call this election off.
Okay. You said you received an email from a Jane Doe. Do you know when you sent the email?
You
Jane Doe, did you say?
Jane Doe-755. You were also sent a second email, a first email from God. Now, that email was from creation itself, and the. Yeah, clarify. Go on. Sorry, I'm really getting quite antagonised in a way by the way that guys like yourself within this system are unaware of this fraud. You need to be made aware of it, my friend, because you're being sold down the river.
Okay, can I just clarify? You said that this is Jane Doe-755.
Yes.
Emailed us. Can you just clarify what she emailed us? Just try and find the email.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it was. Well, I'm not sure. It was Jane Doe-755 at gmail.com. It was sent by another individual, but I'm calling on behalf and in the voice of Jane Doe today.
Okay, wait. I found the email.
Okay, so if you have a read of that, this is a scandal that was uncovered on Saturday called Namegate. If you read the documentation, you'll see that each voter's registration is fraudulent, as a legal name ID is used in order to register to vote. Therefore, okay, the reason I'm reading it is that now that the Electoral Commission are aware of this, you being part of the Electoral Commission, to act in honour, you must resign from that job, because you're same as I was kidded and conned. I thought I was a legal name. I wasn't. That's owned by the Crown. That's how the system of slavery works. And to be quite frank with you, none of these people that have ever been voted into authority have the legitimate right to be there. It's on fraudulent votes. The only citizens that are legally now, forget about morally or from the actual true source of all creation, the right to be individuals, and people with a legitimate right to vote are people, but bear in mind, are members of the bar. This individual I'm bringing up on behalf is a bar member, and her vote is completely legitimate. And in her voice, I don't want non-legitimate votes voting in this election. That being the case, what are you going to do about it?
Okay. I'm going to need to consult with a colleague of the something to public information. This would need to be reviewed by colleagues in our electoral administration team. We have received the email.
Sorry, my friend, could you speak up? I can't hear you very well. It's very, very low.
Yes, of course. Yeah. You've come through to public information. I'm going to need to consult with colleagues on this email, Jane Doe's email, and these particular issues.
Okay.
Colleagues in the electoral administration will need to look at this, and our legal team may well need to look at this. I can't give you a response in relation to your inquiry until our legal team and the electoral administration team have looked at this.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is that they are experts in the field. This is public information. I supply basic advice, but in terms of your claim, it will certainly need to be reviewed by electoral admin and probably.
Well, I'm not making a claim. I'm stating a fact. There's a huge difference here. Okay. So again, let me just clarify something for yourself. You as an individual, I have no problem with, but whilst you're still thinking you're a legal name, then you're acting in deceit as well. Now, that being the case, I've got to be very careful, because people acting on a lie don't even know that they're deceiving themselves. So what I need to know from you is, now that you've got this fact in house, that any and all use of the legal name and any and all voting on that legal name is fraudulent, then the Electoral Commission, this is a huge scandal. The Electoral Commission it can do nothing else, or else it acts in dishonour. If it continues with this election, you're acting in dishonour, everybody who works there is acting in dishonour, the whole Electoral Commission is acting in dishonour, and the whole election, and anybody voted into what you call office is actually voted in illegitimately. Once a fraud is revealed, then it's null and void. Prior to this, we didn't know this. We were conned into thinking we were this legal name, for us to be milk dry and this world to be destroyed. Right? That is exactly how it works. So now that you know this, what I need to know is not what the Electoral Commission is going to do. You as an individual, a human being, a part of creation, what are you going to do? Personally, now that you know this, what are you going to do for yourself?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask our legal team to review this information that you provided, and I'll ask the electoral administration team to review this information that you provided, and I'll ask them for a response.
Well, you know, that's fine. I'm going to get off the phone soon, but I mean, what I need to know is, how are you going to respond back to Jane Doe? Are you going to give a full and frank response via email?
It will be an email response. What I'll need to do is, because I believe Jane Doe's emails a number of teams across the Commission, so what will probably be some form of coordinated response. At present, I cannot give further information in terms of the response. The reason why I say that is it's likely to involve a number of officers across the Commission.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, you come into public information now here today, so unfortunately I'm not able to respond to this.
Okay.
In isolation.
I understand. I do understand, and thank you very much. I think that's really very genuine of you that you're going to be doing that. So it's one of these things, you know, when a fraud like this is revealed, it's something that rocks the world. And now that you guys know about this, you've got yourself in a position where you must rectify this. or things will be, you know, it's just in my mind, it's flabbergasted when I found out about this and realised the truth behind it. Anybody, the whole system of legality is based on an initial crime, and the crime is that people step into a legal name. So the minute somebody becomes a legal name, they're a criminal, and the system knows this, but it doesn't tell them this. It is a complete and utter swindle of the highest order, And we're talking the highest order. We are talking the order of what you may call God, the order of creation. Creation has been swindled, and creation is coming back with a vengeance. Just, the Electoral Commission needs to know that this is now burning the Babylonian system. Babylon's gone. This system is finished. Just so that you're aware of that. So what I need to know, on behalf of Jane Doe-755, honourable citizen, a legitimate voter in this fraudulent election, a legitimate voter, that vote that might be cast needs to be cast within a legitimate regime. And by allowing anybody with an illegitimate legal name to vote, then we've got a real serious problem. So you guys know about this now. And if you would promise me a full and frank response to janedoe-755gmail.com, will you do that for me?
Yes, what I can say is that I'll certainly liaise with colleagues across the Commission and ask for a response to this email. This response is unlikely to come from public information. As I mentioned, a number of colleagues have been copied into this email. I cannot say what's going to happen in terms of logistics, but I certainly will liaise with colleagues just to let them know that you've called in relation to this email and to ask for a full and frank response.
No problem. Thank you very much for your time. Very much appreciated. And we look forward to the response from the Electoral Commission. You take care.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.